Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another Create a Sim. Today we're continuing at creating the Winx members in CAS in The Sims 4, and this time we actually have the new pack, Sims 4 Enchanted by Nature, which means we have fairies. So in the last video I just made them as regular Sims, but this time we're making the last 4 girls and I'm gonna make them as fairies, and I'm gonna do both of their like everyday outfits and what they look like every day, and then I'm gonna do their fairy forms separately with their wings and everything. So that was super fun. I know I haven't posted in a while. I got sick right after like Enchanted by Nature came out, so I was able to post everything that I had recorded, but then I was sick for a while and you know, life gets busy. But we are back with this cast because I know you guys really wanted to see the rest of the girls. So if you didn't see the first video, I did Bloom and Stella and Flora. That was really fun, so I'm gonna link that video in the top right corner and probably in the end card, so if you want to go check that out, you definitely should. But today we're creating the last 4, and I am saying 4 because I included Roxy. I saw some comments saying that I should do her as well. I don't think she joins the Winx Club until like much later on in the original series, but I checked her out. I didn't know about her really. Like, I've heard about her, but I didn't really know what she looks like. I've never seen her in the Winx. I haven't watched Winx Club in forever, so I had to Google her and she looked so cool, so I really wanted to create her as a sim as well. So she is included in this video. Also, I forgot to change my cast background when I was creating Aisha here, so I do end up going back to the really magical fairy one for the other 3 girls, but it completely slipped my mind. You can tell, like, I think I recorded this one while I was sick. That's why we're doing a voiceover as well. Like, I created these sims while I was sick and recovering. I wasn't like seriously sick, don't worry. I just had the flu or a cold or whatever. But we're doing a voiceover because I was not able to do live commentary like last time. But let me know which you prefer, whether you prefer the live commentary from last video or the voiceover from this one. But yeah, we're creating Aisha. I love her. She's stunning. It is so hard to get the skin tone correct. I can tell now that I have the picture layered on top of the Sims here that it's a little bit like too dark or a little bit not the right exact shade for her, but I think it's still pretty close. But I had like the picture on my other monitor and the monitors have like slightly different colors, so I did my best, and I am using a hair that was created for Aisha by Daylife Sims, I want to say. So this hair was modeled after Aisha's hair from the original Winx Club cartoon, so I had to use it. It also has the different colored like front pieces. Not that in this picture it doesn't really look like her hair is that much of a different color. I'm not sure exactly where I pulled that from. I must have been looking at other pictures on Google as well, but this is her like everyday outfit, at least the one that pops up on Google the most. She has this cute crop top with the logo, which I don't have obviously, and then this like cargo skirt, and she has like warmers and boots, and they all have like such pink lipstick. I love that. I wouldn't usually do such a bright pink. I feel like it doesn't suit many skin tones. I would do something a little bit more neutral, but I tried to go as pink as I could allow myself to do. And then she has really pretty green eyes, and the hair obviously is very long in the cartoon. In The Sims it's a little bit shorter, but it's stunning, and this is actually the top that I end up going with. I feel like it was the perfect color. It doesn't have a logo or anything, and it's not cropped, but this is my version of the outfit. Obviously I don't have the exact same things as the cartoon. And then moving on to the fairy form. For her, we're starting with the wings. I was trying to find like the right shape, and then I changed the colors, and I ended up drawing on a lot of the wings as well if they had like specific details. But oh my god, it is so bugged. Like, you know how you can link the regular version of the sim and then their occult version, so the fairy form? it doesn't work. Like, a lot of stuff does get copied over, but something with the facial features is completely bugged for me. Their noses and mouths specifically, they don't copy over. They just have a random preset mouth and nose, which is really frustrating. No matter like which form I'm editing, it doesn't change the other form's mouth or nose. At first I thought it was because I used a preset nose for, or a preset mouth, I think, for Aisha, but it happened with every single girl, so then I had to go and reshape their lips and their noses and try to make them the exact same, but it was really hard. But I hope they still look pretty similar. I took like screenshots, I tried to make them look the same, but I did that off camera, I didn't record it, but that's so frustrating. But we have another glittery outfit. This is what I've done for Aisha. We have like a glittery skirt, it has like the same slit on the side, which I like, and then a glittery top, and they all have these stunning long boots that match. Also, I love this expression and post that she's doing while I'm working on her wings. She looks like so excited, but also like a little bit nervous at the same time. This is what I did with the wings, and I did kind of improvise with the shoes there. I didn't do boots, I did the laces, but I'll show screenshots in the end. She is athletic, a dance machine, and then one of the water aspirations from one of the older packs. I forgot to say, Aisha is the Fairy of Waves, and she joins the Winx Club as its 6th member in the 2nd season, so she wasn't in the 1st season, but I love her. She's also a very talented athlete, and she's really good at dancing and swimming, so that's why I gave her the traits. And then moving on to Musa, who is so freaking cool as well. So Musa is the Fairy of Music. Let's see, what else does it say? She's a skilled singer and a musician, and she's one of the founding members of Winx Club, and she's the 5th Winx girl introduced. I love her. I feel like they're all my favorites. I don't know. Tekna is not my favorite. I think Tekna's my least favorite. I don't know why. I think because her outfit, especially in her fairy form, it's just so weird. It's very like futuristic, and I know it's because she has to do with like tech, and therefore like they kind of combine that with like a futuristic aspect. But I love Musa. She's so cool. I also absolutely love how this sim turned out. I did give her long hair. She obviously in the first couple seasons has these short pigtails, but I think later on she does have long hair, and I could not find a hair in my game that had bangs and also like short pigtails. I just have long pigtails, and I had the perfect hair for her. It's like the first hair in my catalog, but I had long hair, so I do end up going for that. Also, I did kind of change their eyebrows. I know they all have like those really thin eyebrows in the cartoon. I did try to kind of do that with a lot of the girls, but I think for Musa I went for more natural eyebrows. Maybe that's why she's one of my favorites, because she looks so good here as a sim. I love her. Her outfit is very cool. I think she is a bit of a like a tomboy, but I actually love her style, and I was able to find a pretty good outfit. Here is the hair. Isn't it perfect? I love it. I don't know if it was inspired by Musa, but I feel like it suits her perfectly. And yeah, I made her a dance machine and a music lover, which makes sense. That has to do with her talent and her magic. And then I made her a loner. It has been a very long time since I've seen the cartoon. I don't really remember much. I have seen the newer Netflix version, but has that stayed in my brain either? And not really. I just remember Bloom from it, but I don't know. Oh wait, I kind of remember Musa. Anyway, I made her a loner because on the wiki it said that she does like to spend time by herself, and you know, that doesn't mean that she doesn't like anyone else or she doesn't get along with people. She just likes her alone time, which I also value my own time, like by myself, my alone time. So I like her. That's really cool. This is a top that I go with. I had a couple that were like off shoulder. None of them were the exact right shade. This one's like a little bit orangey, but I think it's pretty good. And then I wanted to do low-waisted jeans. These ones are even cuffed. I feel like they're really good. And then the red trainers. She has a little armband, which I do change later. I find a different one. And then obviously I had to give them all nails, but I didn't do that much jewelry for her. But moving on to her fairy form, looks like we're starting off with the wings. I actually love how her wings turn out. I just made them blue, but I feel like they look really good. They look so close to the cartoon wings, and I tried to like get the exact right shade of blue, and I feel like I did really well. By the way, is there a way to like, when you're drawing on the wings, I know you can copy it from the right to the left wing, but can I copy it from the front to the back of the wing? Because it only does it on one side and then I had to repeat it on the other side. I couldn't figure that out. She's also wearing this thing on her head. I swear it's headphones, but if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. The ones I gave her right now are so close to the cartoon ones, but they're too pink, and I have another set of headphones that match her outfit perfectly, so I do end up changing to those ones. She is wearing, I would say it's a dress, but it has like a mesh see-through part in the middle. So obviously I don't have this exact outfit in The Sims 4. That would be really cool, but I found this little mini dress that does have the sparkle, the glitter, and I felt like I really wanted to use it. I made two-piece outfits for the rest of the girls, so I feel like a dress for her was really cute, and the matching headphones and the hair and the wings, she looks so magical. I am fully obsessed with how Musa turned out, honestly. Like, she might be my favorite in The Sims just with how she turned out. Anyways, now we're doing Techna. So she's the fairy of technology. She's one of the founding members of Winx Club, and she was the fourth girl introduced. She is often relied on as the group's tactician and strategist, thanks to her high IQ. I'm totally reading this off the wiki, but like I said, I think she's my least favorite, and I don't mean that I hate her or anything, but I don't know. I think it's the outfits. But she has this really cool, like, pink, purpley, magenta hair. I don't have this exact hair again in The Sims. I have to make it a tiny bit longer. But I love her outfit. It's really cool. I love these flared pants and then the top with the polo neck. I do kind of wish I made her look a little bit more sassy. It's been a little while since I created the sim, and I was editing this today, and I don't know, I feel like she needed like a little bit more of an edge or a little bit more like personality in her face. Like, she just looks very pretty now, but I tried to make them all look different, even though in the cartoon they look like kind of similar in their facial features. Like, they have these really big eyes and tiny noses and the pink lips, like with the really skinny eyebrows. That's like all of them, but I tried to make them look different in The Sims. But I don't know, let me know how you think I did. I tried to do the really big eyes, but I didn't want to go like super overboard because I still wanted The Sims to look good as Sims. But this is pretty much her face, and then I'm trying to find the right hair for her because her hair is quite short, and I was trying on like a bunch of my bobs, and I wanted to do like a side part hopefully, and then I found this one and I thought it was pretty good. Like, obviously it's mirrored from the picture on the left here, but I think maybe I'm even able to make it a little bit darker at some point. Yeah, when I play around with the this color thing that I have that changes the hair's color. I got it in makeup in like every category. You can pause the screen and then look what it's called in the thumbnail there and Google it if you want to find it. Pause the video. Did I say pause the screen? Honestly, I'm recording this voiceover really late, so apologies. I'm all over the place, but I think she turned out cool. But oh my god, her fairy form outfit was incredibly difficult to replicate. We'll get to that in a second, but right now, this outfit I love. Like I said, simple, easy to recreate, looks really good in The Sims. And then for her traits, I made her a genius. Like they said, she has really high IQ. And then I made her a perfectionist as well. I feel like she's described as one. And then I made her a geek because she also, I'm pretty sure she loves video games and stuff like that. So I feel like those were the perfect traits. I haven't even mentioned the aspirations because they're not really that important. I just gave them whatever. If you do end up playing with these Sims, obviously feel free to change their traits or aspirations or anything. Last time we weren't able to do these everyday outfits because they only had the one form, so I only did the fairy outfits. So it was kind of fun to do 2 different outfits this time. Obviously it took much longer, that's why this video is also a lot longer. But now we have the fairy form. Why is the picture so pixelated on the left? I don't know, let's ignore that. Look at this outfit, look at it. It's like a bodysuit with this hood that looks almost like a helmet, and then her wings are even very different, like they're so futuristic, and then she has like sleeves and really long boots. I tried to find a bodysuit. This is what I have. It's like workout wear, and obviously it's not glittery. Who has a glittery bodysuit in The Sims? I wish I did. I definitely don't, but I put like another shirt under it, and at least we have the right colors going on. I know it's a crazy outfit, but this is what I did. And obviously there's no hood. There was nothing. I don't have anything like that in The Sims. Where would I get that from? At least the boots kind of match. And then for the wings, I just picked some funky ones and then tried to change the color to the exact right shade of green. But yeah, this is like almost a fail because that is so hard to recreate in The Sims. I tried my best. If I was making her outfit, like if I got to fully decide and I wasn't trying to replicate one, I would do something completely different, because why is this the outfit? I would do something, I don't know, something a little bit different with sparkle and glitter. But I gave her this little headband because I wanted to do something, and then I'm still changing the color of the wings to get it a little bit more closer to the cartoon. I think I did pretty good, and here she is. Yeah, the outfit is crazy, but let me know what you think. And finally we have Roxy, who, oh my gosh, let's see, when was she introduced? Let me just read from the wiki. Oh my god, it doesn't even say. Okay, here we go. She was introduced in the 4th season. She joined Winx Club as its 7th member, so why not create her as well? Look at her, she looks so fun and cool. And she's the fairy of animals, which is just freaking cool, so I really wanted to create her. And she's an animal lover in The Sims and in the wiki here. She's rebellious and strong-willed, and she's the youngest of the fairies. Her hair is so cool, her outfit is so cool, everything about her is just very, very cool. I made her an animal enthusiast, and then I made her, I think, hot-headed, kind of to go with the rebellious the way that they described her, and then I made her adventurous. I don't know, I kind of struggled with these traits because I don't know her. I never seen her. I never saw her in the cartoon, not that I would remember anyway. And yeah, she has this cool hair, and she does have blonde tips apparently. You can barely see it. I was not able to recreate that. I already had to like use extra CC to get this exact hair color, but I think I did really well. The hair color is like perfect. And then the outfit even turns out pretty cool. And then her fairy form, I love her wings. I can't wait to show you guys because I customized them and I feel like they turn out pretty accurate. But I'm trying to find a hair that has the side part, you know, kind of going over her forehead with her hair tucked behind her ear, but then also something like in the front and in the back. I end up going with this one. It's not exact, but I think it's pretty cool. And look at this color. Like, look in the mirror, once I zoom close, like here. The actual cartoon layered on top of her hair, like that's the exact same hair color. I feel like I did so well. I did layer like a purple on top of red, so there's a bit of red there in the bottom of her hair. That's just, you can't fix that, whatever. I do not care. And then I was trying to find a cute graphic tee that had some kind of an animal print, and I was gonna put the green shirt under it, like layer 2 shirts. And I found the perfect jeans as well that are low-waisted. They have like a little metal belt, and they're capris. I think they're really cropped. And then I found some perfect boots, but they were too tall, so I switched to another really nice pair as well. I think this is a really fun outfit. This is not the top that I end up going with, the green one. I do end up changing that because I really wanted to be able to see like her belly button. I feel like the fact that her shirt is cropped is such a like big part of her outfit. It really makes the whole thing. I even looked for a clip for her hair, like a little hair clip, but I couldn't find one. This hair obviously doesn't come with one, but I love this look. Honestly, she's so cool. And then for the fairy form, I couldn't find very many pictures of her in her fairy form. So even the picture that I'm gonna put on the screen here, it's like very big. But this is apparently what she looks like. Cool outfit. She's wearing shorts. Couldn't find any, so I did something else. But the wings are super cool. It's almost like hearts. And it's a glittery outfit again, which I love. But actually, Trillica just released like a fairy inspired full outfit. And since I couldn't really find anything perfect that looked like this outfit here in the cartoon, I ended up using the new fairy outfit from Trillica. It has a skirt, it has the top, it has like hand warmers that kind of go. I do obviously still go with the green theme. It's not the exact shade, but close enough. We even have this like butterfly belt. And then I'm going to do some matching shoes and pink socks. I don't know if that pink is socks or if it's part of the shoe. For me, it's going to be socks. And then the hair's the same. I'm going to give her a butterfly necklace and then customize the wings. I'm going to use the wings that kind of look like butterfly wings and then draw on them. And in the end, like, she just looks so much like the picture there from the cartoon. So I'm fully obsessed with how she turned out. If you guys want to download these Sims, I'll be putting them on the gallery at some point. My gallery ID is ElliandraYT. You can also look for them under the hashtag Elliandra. I don't have time to do it right now, but I'll do it as soon as I'm able. And yeah, let me know what else you'd want to see. I have some other CAS ideas already, but I wish I could have had time to post more, but being ill and then it being a horrible heat wave, it has been so hot in Finland, and Finland apartments don't usually have AC because, you know, you would only use it like a month of the year, so it's not really that useful usually, so they don't put it in. So it's been very, very hot. It's like 30 degrees Celsius in our apartment, but I'll be back soon with another video. Here are the wings. I love them. Let me know which of these girls turned out your favorite and which of them was your favorite from the original cartoon. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you are new here. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!